Alright, party people. So I'm basically making this video because I have a few people who I've been talking to about stocks and crypto and just different stuff like that. And so I just wanted to make this video to just kind of explain a little bit what trading is, how to trade, and just a beginner's guide. So just a disclaimer, this is not for any sort of experienced trader who actually trades. This isn't any advice about strategies, techniques, or technical analysis. This is mainly just an introduction, and I may provide one or two indicators, technical analysis, stuff like that, and just show you how to make predictions. But this is mainly for beginners. Just a disclaimer, just to start off. So I think we'll start off with what is trading. So trading is any form of investing your money and expecting some sort of return or a profit, right? So that could be through business, actually investing money in your own business, being a business investor, such as giving someone else like 25K, for example, because they want to start a housing company or something like that. So those are some forms of investing, right? But you also have crypto, stocks, indexes, ETFs, foreign exchange market, and commodities such as gold, oil, silver, and things like that. And so that's another form of investing that's kind of taking over the world right now. And there's also different forms of this investing as well. So you have day trading, which I mainly do, and I'll talk to you about that a lot today. And then you also have scalp trading, swing trading, and long-term trading. Simply put, scalp trading can be holding a position for maybe a day or two, but it'll be longer than a day trade, basically. A swing trade could be holding, a position up to a week to maybe, just a few weeks out, nothing too much. And then a long-term trade would kind of be looked at like a 401k plan, for example. You can also long-term trade stocks or, ETFs and stuff like that, and kind of like Bitcoin, for example. People who held that from 2007, when I don't know, maybe it was somewhere between 100 to 5,000 maybe in 2007. Not really sure. I can actually go to it. So basically, what I'm saying is you can take anything and long term trade it, but it's about knowing what you want to do. So I basically do a little bit of both of those methods. I'm currently doing a swing trade with Bitcoin, and not Bitcoin, but Dogecoin. What I think is a swing trade, right? So we're gonna see how that go. But I also have 401k, of course. And then another tip I guess I would tell a lot of people is make sure that you are investing in your 401k plan if you are working with a company, because they're also gonna match you dollar for dollar. The magical thing about this is you can use that 401k account once it gets to a certain amount or whatever you want it to be at, and use that to complete day trades, swing trades, long trades, just different stuff like that. But I'll go into detail about what you can really do with a 401k account, because there's also legal things attached to that. So not everyone can trade. Not at least not everyone can day trade using a 401k account, just at a certain point. And I could be wrong about that. So I'm going to just mention it, but not just... I encourage everybody to do their own research. This is not advice. I'm just trying to educate people. To help them get in a better position. You do your own research. I'm just give you a little bit of my advice and take you on my journey. This is not to sell you my strategies or nothing like that. I'm not selling any kind of courses, none of that. So just let me see where we're at. So we're going over Bitcoin right now. We're going to see what the price of that was. So 2009, you could have got a Bitcoin for what looks like about, if this is about accurate, I mean, $0.64. That's 2011. That's amazing. I didn't even know that actually. But if you would have held that cent, for that long, obviously, you could have got. Let's see, what is this? 2013. That's about $1,200. Depending on how many you bought, a lot of people got out then. Obviously, a lot of people always, if you would have bought something that small and it got up this high, and then you got 3,000. Let's fast forward a little bit. So long story short, 66,000 right now currently. You can see it actually went up to about 73,000. So if you would have long held Bitcoin, you would have seen some great returns, some great profits, depending on how many you bought. And regardless, if you would have just bought 5 or let's say 10 of them, and they were like 60 cents. Shit. Just think about it. Maybe like 3, 4, 500,000, if not more, probably give or take. But I guess the next thing I'm gonna talk about is brokers. I normally use Robinhood, but I kind of want to go into Webull. It's a nice platform, so I'm gonna kind of look into it. But those are 2 brokers, and so when I was talking about 401k and about legal and stuff like that, when it comes to a brokerage account and day trading, this is specifically for day traders. Now, if you day trade once a week or I think maybe twice a week, I think you're okay. But once you trade more than 3 times a week, they're going to start flagging your account. And so basically what it is, they set some law in place where you have to have at least $25,000 in your account just to be able to day trade. So you would need more than $25,000 in that account because $25,000 will have to be the minimum, right? And so basically what that means is you can't trade every single day because they're going to flag your account because you don't have 25K in your account. Unless you do and you can do that, then I guess that wouldn't apply to you. But since this is for beginners, I just wouldn't imagine somebody having 25K plus more money to be able to trade, unless you're a little bit older trying to figure out what this is, and you probably had a 401k account, or you probably just made some good financial decisions. So possibly. But for the majority, I want to talk for you. Let's say you don't have that 25K. What you could do is, go to your brokerage account and say, hey, is there any other option? Which you don't even have to do that. You can go in-app under account, and it's going to be an option to basically change your margin account, into a cash account. And with a margin account, basically you have access to your money faster. You don't have to wait 2 days for your to receive the return from whatever trade that you sold, if that makes any sense. I hope it does. So if I sold MDIA, right, whether it was a profit or a loss, I want to get that money back for 2 days. The sale price is going to be the sale price. I'm going to get that. But it's going to take 2 days for that transaction to process. Don't ask me why it's like that with a cash account, but that's how it is. So what most people are going to do is at least have 500 to 1,000 to start off with. But I'm doing a small account challenge, right? So I had about 200, made a few bad trades starting off. And honestly, they weren't bad trades. I was always in profit, actually. But I was making the mistake of holding them too long. So today, as you can see, I did make a profit of about $22, which is a 15% return on my account. Let's go to it just to show you that it was today. And then I'll go over a little bit about, what made me take the trade, basically. So that's what it's currently at, by the way. But we'll talk about what happened and how the day went. You see how the day kind of went right here, So, and it's at that price, but the starting price was around here, you know, and then when I went up to the price that I just showed you. So if I find my entrance and exit is right here. So in 9 hours ago, I took a trade at $131, right? So that was 44 shares that I bought, and I bought each share for $2.98, right? And I held that for about an hour, right? So because if you look up, you'll see, you know, market sale, and then you'll see 8 hours ago. So those same 44 shares I took, I sold those shares, and I made $22.44 profit. So I had got, you know, $153.56. And you're probably like, okay, you know, so did you not use your whole account? No, I didn't. Obviously, you can see I still have $12 of buying power left. So it's not because I couldn't have used it. I could have used it. I just didn't use it. You know, I just held on to it. I don't know why. But my goal is to get to 500, and most people I would advise or tell most people to start off with 500. Just depending on how many trades you plan on taking in a day. I never advise to take over 3 trades in a day, and just to be exact, I don't trade every day. I look at my charts every day and I do the work every day, but I don't actually trade every day. So I don't even advise trading every day, first of all. But I want to show you how you can make trades every day and how you can find good trades every day shortly. But yeah, 3 trades a day maximum. Put that in your notes somewhere. That's just gonna be a good rule to live by, because you don't want to do any revenge trading if you lose for the day. You know, because let's say if you took 3 trades and you lost every time except for the third one, you got a small return on the third one, which shorten your loss, your profit to loss ratio, right? So you felt a little bit confident. You said, okay, let me take another one. And let's just say, you know, you're already 1 and 2, right? So let's just say you go 1 and 3. You're gonna lose what you just won, probably plus more, just depending on if you do some FOMO trading or not, which is just fear of missing out, you know. So let's just get straight into TradingView. And so basically with TradingView, I love the app, the platform, whatever you want to call it. I'm going to set some links down in the description because this video should be on YouTube as well. I'm going to send it to a few people. But that doesn't look accurate, but okay. This is TradingView. This is how I do most of my charting. And just to be honest, I do this on my computer, not my iPad typically. I'm just doing this for the video. So let's just focus on the blue line around the chart. And so I say that because once I press the button at the bottom right hand corner, which look like 2 arrows bouncing into each other, this is going to happen because I normally trade off 2 charts. Right, I don't look at 2 different things when I do. I look at the same stock, the same crypto, whatever the case may be. Right, so if the blue square or rectangle is on the left side, I'm going to be looking on the left side. But if it's on the right side, I'm going to be looking at the right side. Right. All right. So let's look at the left side. Do some adjustments. So it looks like it's been losing, which it has because I'm on a daily chart. So I'm going to change this to 5 minutes, and then I'm going to change the right hand side to 15 minutes. And so basically what this does for me, let me open this up. So basically what I'm doing is just opening up the price so you can see a better view of candlesticks. And so I'm going to go ahead and zoom in on the left-hand side, a candlestick, which is this right here. So basically, if you look at the top left-hand corner of the screen, you're going to see an O, an H, a L, a C, right? So you got your open, your high, your low, and your close. And that's just the pattern of the candlestick, right? So I'll probably make a separate video talking about indicators and candlesticks and stuff like that. Maybe a few technical analysis. But right now, I just wanted to kind of explain, you know, why I'm zooming in so much sometimes or whatever. So let me zoom out a little bit. Okay, not that much. But so this is the trade for the day. Today is May the 17th. And you're gonna see this blue filter right here, because that just means the market open, which we all go by, or most people go by, New York, the trading time in New York. So what you see right there, New York sessions. So I do it at New York session open. And so you automatically get your close at the new open. So you don't need any other indicator to see when the market closes, right? Just to let you know, 3 p.m. New York time, which is Eastern Standard Time. So Georgia, 3 p.m. 9:30 is the open Eastern Standard Time. So just keep that in mind. This was originally green right here. I waited for it to get past that point, or which I wanted to, but that was my original buy point. Once it started to break that level, boom, it came up here, and once it started to fall, I set this level because this became my new support level. I was like, okay, so let's see if it continues to fall or where it falls to. And then it bounced off of that. You know, it went up. And then it created a new one, which is why you see that red line right here, right? You know, I'm obviously in the trade when all this is going on, but I created that red line just as a reference because, like I said, I was working. So I was looking back and forth, and I didn't want to lose my place, kind of like I just did, trying to explain it now. Then that blue line, I put that there because that's where I got out at. I got out at 357, so that was the price. And just to get you the exact price, 349. So I set it up too high, long story short. So that was my get out price. But that's why all those lines right there, they're nothing too technical and nothing like that. I said I would go into indicators a little bit later, which will be this purple line, that green line, and then that smaller purple line. So I'll go into detail about that probably in the next video. I think what I want to talk about right now, before I get ready to end this video, is Dogecoin, just to show you my position in that, because I want to also be showing my journey on Dogecoin. I'm a proud Dogecoin user. I'll change that to 15 minutes. You know what, let me change that to an hour, change this to 30, just to show you why I'm doing what I'm doing. You know what? Should I change this to a day just to explain better and not take up everyone's time? Nope, not 12 minutes, 12 hours. Okay, this is not right. That's why I'm saying what I'm saying. Okay. So what you see on the right side is obviously larger time periods by candlesticks. So it looks shorter, and on the right it's by 12 hours. So it looks like you have more candlesticks. So it looks like you zoomed in a lot. So we try to adjust accordingly. But I want to get the full view of it, so that's why I choose the smaller candlesticks, so I can get in depth a little bit. So my original prediction was that once it started to go up and it went up to this point, it was going to come all the way back down to this point and collect price, which it only came right here, which is not bad. Went back up, touched this point, came back down only right here, went up a little bit, but came back down and touched, right? So that's when it started a downtrend, because it made a lower low based on that one. But the good thing is, if you see where my crosshairs are, which is a red line. You see a lot of lines on this because of the previous history that I used as support, which I made deleted. That's with the smaller ones. They were based on the price jump for like 2020, so I put those there just as a reference points to see where it's comparing to it now and where you might see some consolidation at. Right, so I'm just using it as a reference, and then that'll be on another video. That's a lot to talk about right now. But this was a level I felt like it couldn't go past, right? So I drew my box right here. Keep in mind I'm on the left side, so please let me zoom in so I don't lose you. All right, so this is the 12-hour chart. So I drew my boxes. I had originally bought like 100, 150, around 7 cents or 8 cents, maybe 9 cents when it started to go up. But that was just an intuition guess. I wasn't actually watching it right there. I was just getting into like day trading and shit. So, I mean, I gotta stop cussing. But I was just starting to get into day trading and stuff. So, it was just an intuition guess. So as I actually started to pay more attention and learn a little bit more, I put more money in. But basically, I came down to this point, which I drew another box because, as you can see, we had some consolidation carry out. I didn't want to go past this point. And then I got this line right here, up here, this green one, the thick one, because it doesn't want to go past this point. And we have so many touches. Even if you come over here, well, it's not that much of a touch right up in this area. But, it came up here and it sat for a little while. But that's why the green is there. So this is pretty much a no trade zone. If you look from this green line right here to my box down here, it's kind of like a no trade zone because it didn't do what I wanted to do, which would have been... let's see if I can do this right. So it came all the way down here. What I would have wanted to do was come, let's say it wanted to go right there, and then come back down right here so it can make a higher low. Come up, hopefully. Let's say it went sideways. I'm just doing the extra because of how it can react. Let's say it sat right there, and then it kind of retouched. Let me see if I can adjust real quick. And then it kind of retouched or whatever. Let me see if it'll let me continue to draw. I'll just start from this point. Came back down and then retouched. And then I would have wanted it to keep going. Of course, everyone does. But that's what I originally was hoping for. But that's obviously not what's going on currently. It's down here, but it's not going past this certain point, which is where my box is. That gray box. So we see some resistance. We see it, what we think wants to come back up. And so once it breaks this line, I think I might actually buy some more. And just to let you know, I'm going to keep you on my journey. That's currently how much I got in Dogecoin. But long story short, it's up a few dollars currently. So the previous, what I would have put in probably would have been like, I don't know, like 270, what, 6, I guess? Yeah, it would have been around there. So it's up a little bit right now. But that's my average price because I bought, at 7 cents. But I also bought as it kept going up because I wanted to keep repositioning because I felt like it was going to go past the last highest point. So that's why I have the average price of 14 cents. So that's why it's a little bit different. And I obviously have 1,800 shares of it. So that's just a little bit about crypto. I'm not huge in crypto right now, but you can also use the screeners like this right here to watch crypto. I'll show you about that in another video. But it's not doing what I want currently, but once it breaks above this, the next point is this to get back inside the channel. And then we will see some more resistance probably right here. So that's why, that's, I kind of predicted that to happen. So I guess, we can look for that same prediction, I guess, right here. That's what we want. And it's not going to happen this soon. So we're going to see what happens to price. But that's what I would like to do. Make these cool little cuts. Why you want to move? Come here. Okay. Good enough. So hopefully that's what happens. We'll see. But I think that'll conclude the video. If you have any questions, I will make sure to put my Instagram down there.